recording?
As of 2 seconds ago, that was the last thing as I'm saying I'm ready, I realized I wasn't. But so we missed all of that wonderful introduction I gave. Oh well. My fingertips weren't really bloody, but you know they
Yeah,
are.
it's not going to make sense on the recording.
Yeah, they are well worn from typing today and trying to catch up on this meeting. At your service.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone, on this Friday the 13th. It's a little spooky, I guess a month late. We have a short agenda for today, but we have some of our very own members talking about their hackathon participation over the last few weekends. Then we'll go into the list of upcoming workshops, then just general reminders and the rest project meetings and attendance. Next slide.
All right, I guess this one's me. So the hackathon, the RPI hackathon from RPI Hack, went on despite COVID and despite Friday the 13th. Although I guess it was a couple weekends ago or last weekend, it went on. We had at least 2 people attend. 2 people have asked me for bonus session credits. They were Derek Lee and Sunny Gajala. Wait, hold on. That was you, right? Or not? Maybe it wasn't you. LED2, whoever LED2 is. I meant to check that. That was the other thing I meant to check. You spell your name wrong. That was you. Okay. That was me. Dylan Lee. Man. All right. I should have checked. So this is Dylan. Oops. Sorry about that, Dylan. I didn't mean to short you. I think we'll be getting out rainbow grades and again, hopefully this weekend. There we go. All fixed. So make sure that I didn't give the credit to the wrong person, but I don't think I did. I just got 2D's messed up. But yeah, it's not too late. Let me know. We will put you in for credit. I was hoping that we would have more than 2 people, but that's okay. Bill Nye taught me the secrets of AWS. Every time I hear that, I want to sing Bill Nye the Science Guy. So my apologies, Bill, if you didn't like Bill Nye or don't like Bill Nye the Science Guy. So anyway, Dylan, do you have anything you want to say? You're welcome to. If not, he attended a workshop on IBM and cloud development services and Google Cloud. Anything we need to know about that? Not to put you on the spot. You're welcome to say no.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't have my notes on me, but I do remember a few of the services that I thought were interesting that people might like. So IBM has a few cool development tools. One of them is called like IBM Low Code, and it's kind of like Scratch, if you remember that.
Yep.
But it's
Very well.
actually really useful. They made an example of something using machine learning that could register like your mood based on your voice, and that was using only the low code infrastructure that they had. And then they have another service. I can't remember the name of it, but basically it allowed you to quickly deploy scripts like in the middle of code. So it would do pipes for you. It was quite interesting.
Cool. So IBM, you guys probably know, bought Red Hat. They are really trying to make, we have meetings or phone calls with them every semester just about. They're really trying to get some stuff going in open source. So surprising for a big company, but they've been kind of in that mode for a while. They would rather sell big iron running or lots of pieces of small iron running a tight network running Linux. And that depends on Linux being good in order to be able to do what they want to do. So they're pretty big. Google's pretty big on this open source stuff. So just kind of keep them in mind when we're kind of looking. And please check out the IBM Cloud Services and the Google Cloud Services. We have representatives on campus for Google Cloud that can probably get you some free Google Cloud cycles if you're nice to them. IBM wants to modernize because 30% of their revenue is legacy mainframe support contracts. There you go. All right. Sonny also was there, and rather than ask him to talk about workshops or anything, Sonny actually did something called COVID Mask On. That was his hackathon project, I believe. Sonny, are you here?
Hey, Professor.
Hi. If you beep, I will change slides.
Yeah. So, hi everyone. I'm Sunny, and I'm a CS major, and I'm a senior. And I wanted to talk about Hack RPI. So the hackathon that took place earlier this weekend, I had a fun time making COVID Mask On with 2 other teammates. So COVID Mask On, what is it? It's basically a COVID tracking app that portrays data on the coronavirus throughout the U.S. with also like giving us engaging UI to work with. So we used Dash on the app, which is a framework for based on Python, React, and Flask. So, and we also use multiple APIs to gather data on COVID-19 and also to gather data on getting our maps to work. So by maps, we'll soon see later by what I mean by maps. But so yeah, and we basically spent the entire day from Saturday to Sunday, no sleep, coding all day. But yeah, it was really fun though. We weren't really that tired until Sunday afternoon.
You weren't that tired until you were.
Yeah, until it all ended, basically. Can we go next slide? Yeah, so on here we have our state level data, which shows us which is able to portray multiple features. Features being, as you can see on the top, below the tabs, we have our cases per day. So that's basically a drop down. So you can go through all the features. Features may include like cases per day, deaths per day, total deaths, total cases, total hospitalizations, etc. We also have like ventilator data also. So you can select your certain feature that you want to create the map by. So the map is it shows various levels of intensity based on the values of the features. So in different states, each feature would determine based on the level of or the value of the feature. Each feature would determine what color it would be. So the darker means like a higher value for that certain feature. So features being like cases per day or total deaths, etc. And also we have our feature for sliding a slider which shows us which enables us to show historical data. So we can see data from all the way from when COVID started or when they started recording to current data. And we also have our news feed on the left side. So this uses an API from New York Times, and we get all their news based off of the COVID search term. And yeah, and can we go to the next slide?
We can, but you're not beeping. You're just asking.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's okay.
So on the same page, we have graphs or the total U.S. trends. So we don't see here, but we have 3 sections. The first one being general information, which is like the basic information that everyone would want to know, such as like the number of cases, the number of deaths. Yeah, so all like basically the most important data goes in the general information tab. So right now what we're showing is the hospitalizations info. So we have like the total hospitalized, currently hospitalized. We have ventilator required patients. We have ICU patients. So like we have different graphs for each feature, basically, and this is for in total for the U.S. So it's kind of nice to see a cleaner outlook on how the U.S. is doing right now with COVID based off of these graphs, rather than just only the map. So that's why we included these graphs too, and they look pretty cool too. Beep.
Thank you.
So now this is basically the same thing as before, but this is based on county level data, so rather than state level data. So now we have a map that shows all the counties and the number of cases within each county. So this was a hassle to do because there are a lot of counties, as you can see, and sending that data back and forth from the API and to the server, which is, it takes a long time for it to load. So yeah, and that's especially true with the slide bar, which is really, it's hard to work with, but yeah, it still works though. So beep.
Oops, you beeped in the wrong direction.
Now, something we've planned on adding was colleges, so college level data. So now, like you see all these points here on the map, we have all our colleges in the U.S. And so we see a lot in Northeast, but yeah, so basically each one of these points, if you hover over it in our application, I really wanted to show you like the true application, but our server was down, so it's like kind of hard to do it. But so if you hovered over it, what you would see is like the total number of cases in each college that have happened so far. So now you can compare colleges and see like how certain colleges are doing. And RPI was in the single digits, so I think we're doing like pretty good compared to like a lot of the other colleges. Of course, like we're not as big as the other colleges, but even still, we're like pretty low on the single digits ends too. So RPI is doing really well. So yeah, so that's what we did, and we did win top 15 from Wolfram. And yeah, so that it was really fun coding it, and especially like me and my friends, like we were close enough to actually get together safely. Since it was only like two others, we were able to do that, and we just like worked on it in our basement the entire time. So we had like no contact with their family or whatsoever, right? So just like, yeah, so if you find other people you want to work with, and if you're able to do it safely, then it's really fun to do it. You can also do it online. Hackathons are amazing, and this was actually my first time, so it was really fun for me. So I really encourage like those of you that haven't went to a hackathon to actually go and check them out. And you can also check them out at devpost.com. So yeah, and they have like a listing of a lot of the hackathons that are going on right now, and most of them are online right now. So you can also like you'll be able to attend them. Yeah, so I want to thank everyone for your time and listening, and yeah, thank you.
Nice. And nice award. RPI, our RCOS does pretty good in these things. So you guys should definitely consider it. I know it's not quite as good. Sonny was able to get together with friends, and I think that makes it a lot better. but they're, what else you got to do, right? It's not like you have midterms and homework or anything. All right, Frank, I'm going to turn this over to you for a second.
Thank you. And thank you, Sunny, and your team. Pretty cool stuff.
Nice job. Yeah, nice job.
Definitely. And of course, RCOS, we get some good results, you know. So now for a list of upcoming workshops. These are a little bit in the future from now, but I think both of you are on web tech. Is that right? I forget if Derek is, but I know.
Yeah.
Sean runs it. So web tech group info session, definitely check that out. I used to be part of web tech way back for like a semester or two. Really cool group. They have the shell tracker and lots of really useful student tools. They keep the lights running on a lot of things. So check out their info session on November 18th at 3 p.m. And then an intro to Flutter by Derek. If you don't know Flutter, actually just go to both of those. Flutter is an awesome framework from Google creating mobile apps for Android and iOS with one Flutter base in the Dart language. Really, really cool. That's November 18th, the same day at 4 p.m. So definitely check both of these out. And that's all for workshops for a bit. And I believe that is all.
Almost. Actually, I just want to give a shout out to the workshops. We've had some really cool workshops this semester.
Definitely.
You know, we should make you attend like 10 of them a semester now, because they're they're definitely worth it. So please check these out. And WebTech has been working with us for almost forever, in RCOS years. So give them props. Remember, you know, right now you have an attendance and a status update. We are working furiously on getting everybody feedback. Like I said, my self-imposed deadline was today, but it'll be this weekend. So we will get some stuff out to you guys as soon as we can. But remember that you have attendance and status updates both due this, you know, today essentially. I owe Benji a big apology. We lost him off the top. I didn't realize that we had scrolled down, so he hasn't been showing up. He's right there for personal website template, so we've added him into our group. This is everybody I have. We have everybody on the schedule now. Benji, we had to move you from 1 o'clock until 4 o'clock. I hope that's okay. It's still one of your choices, but it turns out that I had forgotten about an undergraduate curriculum committee meeting that's going to interrupt us being able to meet with you at 1. And Nia on Telescope, so 11:16 at 3 p.m. and 11:18 at 4 p.m. And that should, as far as I know, wrap up everybody. So it's been, you know, this is one of the things, you know, I know that it's not necessarily a lot of fun to get together or be forced to pick a time, but I got to tell you that this is one of the more fun parts of the semester for at least myself, and I think I think I can speak for Professor Kuzmin about this. You know, you guys do some good stuff, and we only get to see, you know, commits and things like that, and it's not really as much fun as actually having you guys talk about what you're doing and show us. So, you know, thank you for talking to us, and thank you for all the great presentations we've seen so far, and hopefully by next, what is that, Wednesday, we should have seen all of the presentations, and we'll be in time to get started on our presentations. We'll have talked to all of you, and we'll be ready to get going on presentations. Attendance, the part everybody loves. Let me see if I can. The last thing I was trying to keep up was this attendance thing, because my full screen stuff stopped working. The attendance code for today is hackathon. There's the venue quick lecture guide. So please, I think that's being shown right now. I will take and type, if I can find it, hackathon into the chat. I always like to feature something. You guys could probably guess what the password is sometimes. Other than that, we surprisingly don't have anybody to talk to this afternoon, so I'll kind of hang out here for a little bit in case you guys have any questions or anybody wants to talk. I'll kind of hang out till probably right around 6. I've got some things to work on if you guys are all busy. But other than that, go forth in small group and get some great things done and get ready for get your commits in, get ready for feedback, get ready for your presentations coming up at the end of this month. All right. Anything else? Coordinators, Professor Kuzman, mentors, anything?
Nothing from my end.
Awesome. So we will.
Nothing on my end.
Awesome. We will shut ourselves down then, and you guys go out and work. I'll leave the web meeting up for a bit, just in case anybody wants to talk, or has any questions or anything like that. But if the beginning of the semester was anything indicative of everything, you guys have everything under control, and I'm not going to expect to have to talk to anybody. All right, we'll see you guys later. Go out, get your small groups working, talk together,